All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are continuing our oil and energy technical analysis videos looking at INDO and IMPP. I'll be honest, I did not think IMPP was going to do better than INDO. We'll talk about that shortly. But real quick, what are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? Take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. These horizontal support and resistance lines I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. So look, Indo made a really nice run and clearly started to just go horizontal, right? I say it often. When you get these moving averages in a cluster like this, especially when you have 3, 4, or even all 5, it's really hard to tell what's going to happen. It ends up being like this tornado, and you'll either violently go up or violently go down. And yesterday looked like things were going to move. You know what I mean? We break 2 moving averages on a single line. It's actually the first time over the 8 moving average in a number of days, actually. And again, I say it often, if you're going to break one line, I need good confirmation. If you're going to break 2 or more lines on a single candle, I need very good confirmation. And I mean, it wasn't even close to it, right? So real disappointing with that, right? And ultimately, it just, there's not too much to say, right? You either break the top line and fly, or you break the bottom one and you die, right? I do say that often, and that's what we're looking at, you know? I don't like the MACD or RSI, actually. And what's really sad is this volume, actually, because again, when it was doing well in the beginning of the month, we saw a nice little spike in volume. Now we're kind of coming back down to where it was, you know, pretty much on the downtrend, right? So volume is king, I'm telling you. And if people aren't buying this, this or anything, it's going to be hard for a stock to do well. So real sad on that confirmation right there. And it really seems like this wants to come back to the 50, if not even lower. So give or take 550, I think it was 560 that this thing was on. Yeah, 558, right? So 560 actually does seem very likely here. So again, though, anything can happen, right? And this very easily can say, you know what, like just like this one. Didn't get the confirmation up. This one might not give the confirmation down, and it might just kind of fall back just over the 8, right? So we'll see. But again, several days under the 8, right? This was the first one over, and it just quickly came back. Kind of seems like this 8's not going to do too well. So a little worried on Indo for sure. Looking at this weekly, look, again, a good early January and nothing but coming down, right? We're still over the 8. So, hey, what is this 8 on? Again, that 564. So hopefully 560 around, give or take, right, is the lowest it goes, and then maybe it bounces up for a second attempt. But man, that's definitely not a good RSI. It's not overall a great one, right? It's pretty flat. So I mean, nothing is really worrisome. But just look at the volume. Look how bad this thing almost dropped 33% volume average in the last, what is this, week, right? From like that's horrible. That is just horrible, right? So yeah, volume I think is the biggest story here, and obviously not too much can happen when you're in a horizontal cluster, right? So yeah, overall not that good. And then I started this video by saying, look, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect IMPP to do that well. So and this thing literally did well at the very last minute, because again, IMPP was knocking on the door of breaking this line, like breaking meaning losing it, and falling deep into all-time lows. So today was a really important day to not fall into all-time lows, because really this could have very easily been a red candle going down. So real big. But look, just like we saw on Indo, right? You're going to break 2 moving averages on a single candle. I'm expecting you to close up here. All right, this thing really needs to get above, what is this 123 candle. I'll go ahead and just draw the line right here, might as well. But yeah, that will be good confirmation for me. That'll actually say, you know what, that 2-line break was a real thing. And I mean, look, there's a whole mess of red that wants to get filled, right? So even if you wait for this thing to enter, there's still a nice little reason to believe you can still ride that to roughly 36 cents, which is not a bad little profit, a little more than 20% right there. So Again, look, I know RSI does look good right there. I know MACD kind of looks like it wants to go back green over red. What I really care about is tomorrow's confirmation, because just like we saw in Indo, right? I'll just quickly flash it. We can very easily break two lines one day and then give them both back the next day, right? So IMPP, I'm happy for today for sure. 11% is a nice single day, but we're here for continuations and uptrends, right? And it'll start by giving me confirmation that we've taken these two lines. You know what I mean? So that's for sure what I'm looking for. And again, close at 29 cents. Get me over this red line. Make me believe that we've actually taken it, right? So that is what I'm looking for. Again, just zooming out real quickly. Literally, if we had lost that 24 cent, it would have been a real bad drop down, right? You do not want your money at all-time lows. So real happy that at least, this didn't go down, right? I'll be honest. I'm not here hoping any stocks go down. I'm a generally, I always say I'm a little pessimistic, but I always root for the up. You know what I mean? But yeah, nonetheless. So again, I think those are the big things to say here on both of them, right? So see how this does tomorrow, and really again, same with Indo. See how that confirmation goes. But both of these are really about just what's going to happen, right? Are we actually breaking these? And then with Indo, are we actually losing these, right? So be careful with both. But yeah, IMPP obviously looks better, but it could very easily do one of these. So just watch how it opens and the day, obviously. So hey, I hope you're learning. If you disagree with anything, please let me know. I'm not here to pretend I'm perfect, but nonetheless, appreciate your time, and more videos are coming.